Felix Muloni has been the chairman of the Bugisu community in Kampala for a long time. He's the one who began that association, and we used to meet our leaders like Zaleta Pahabulo, Zeiwa Sheba, and all the others. He was the one who was leading us to meet a lot of our leaders in Kampala, including Mr. Masolo. So we want to pay tribute to his unifying character of Masaba. But for me, of course, he was my relative. My cousin is married in the family, big family from Buginyanya, so, Professor Kiboma. So I grew up in their families because we used to visit, and I was brought up by the Kibomas. So he's been a very astute businessman and built a lot of friends in Kampala, both in the business community and also in the NRM party. He's been a very good mobilizer in the community and a very strong Catholic believer and leader, because he's been the head of laity of Tunya Parish up in Buginyanya, and that's why on the program there has to be a mass in Buginyanya at St. Daniel's, Buginyanya. Then they will be coming down to Buyaga, where his resting place will be at his home. He's been very supportive to many people and a social networker, and that's why, of course, given his character, that's why I think Irene has been able to win elections in Bulambud, because he's also a good mobilizer of the NRM party.
Okay, thank you.
First of all, the late Uncle Felix is my uncle. Honorable Irene Muloni is an aunt to my wife, real aunt. So she's an in-law to me, and my son is from. It's unfortunate that we lost Uncle Felix. He's been a very social person, a person who supports actually Bamasawa in many ways, and he's been one of those elders in the Masaba land who really wanted to bring people together. So that's one of the things that we should be remembering about Uncle Felix. He's sad, he's gone, but the lesson that we draw from him is that we need to be united as people from Masaba land, as people from this region, and the whole country. So we'll miss him, but the legacy he has left behind is that he was a unifying factor. He loved his people, he loved actually his family, and all of us have a lot to actually learn from him. The Lord rest in his soul in eternity.
Thank you. In Kampala, he was our chairman. He would bring the north, south, central, and I would remember him because when Pahablo died, Honorable Pahablo, by then the speaker, he was the one who led the organization of Bugisu, both at Kampala and also here. So for that purpose, we are losing somebody who was a uniting factor, hardworking, the man who didn't have conflict. Even if he had conflict, we don't tell that he had conflicts. And the most important of all, I think we are losing someone whom we should have learned from, emulating how he manage different people of different shades, and that kind of thing. But one thing, I want to thank his wife, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Irene Muloni, because she has one woman who has stood by him, treated him, and collected us, even members of Parliament who are always together to do it. So we have lost one of our own, whom I think we should emulate, because we shall miss him, but we need to emulate some of the things he was doing.
Particularly having losing elders.
Position. By the way, for us, when you tell elders for us are traditional leaders from a home. But this maybe we are losing political leaders and business leaders. But as I believe it's a challenge to us, we have to learn how to forgive and reconcile and tolerate one another, which has been the issue. And also selling Bugisu. How? When we're out there, people know about Masaba one person. So if we go there and we fight from out, then we give a wrong picture. But I believe that we have a lot to learn from them. And for us who are lucky to be in leadership, we have to make sure that we hold the legacy that created for us. So those are my views.
Thank you. A house name in MBALE
Felix was a wonderful person. He had so many friends. When I returned from abroad to this country, I met Felix as one of my good friends. And later on, he married my sister. So our friendship was strengthened. We feel so sad that he's gone. But Felix was a great friend of many people in MBALE. And I want to thank his late parents for having produced Felix, because Felix became a wonderful person. So is Francis Legimesi. The whole family are people of friends. We pray for him to have a peaceful rest, because what God decides we cannot clean it away or to accept. We accept what God does. So we pray for him to have a peaceful rest.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Mamala Nabozo Florence Mayoga, the District Woman MP for Sirongo District. We are saddened as Bugisu, as Bamasava, as a region, but also Uganda at large, for the loss of our own Mr. Felix Muloni, who was a husband to our colleague, Honorable Irene Muloni. We are so saddened because he has been a unifying factor in the region, in the Bugisu region, as far as Elgon. We have had testimonies from his own people back home in his clan. He has helped so many. He has encouraged so many. He has trained so many into business. In every acumen that he had, he made sure he shared with someone. And as members of parliament, we had a chance to go and visit him when we had just come back from the first operation. He spoke to us as a father. He encouraged us on how to live in this world, because he has been here for some time. But today, we are bidding farewell to him, and it is a sad story for us. As Bamasava, we know God will take care of us, but especially for my Irene and the family, we are praying that God protects them, guides them, encourages them, upholds them, because it is such a sad time for us all.
Thank you. He bound us all together because he's our elder. The first time when we went for swearing in as the 11th Parliament, he had to be invited and had a time of fellowship with him as a family. And it was very instrumental, because as much as we have our honorable colleague who is Engineer Irene Muloni, but he was fundamentally organizing these things. And then we have been part of his family, because as a Bugisu parliamentary group, we have a unity, and he has been very fundamental. So his departure saddens all of us, and we pray that he rests in peace. And may the Lord continue to strengthen our honorable colleague, Engineer Irene Muloni, in every way.
Your name?
He has already sown his seed. You know, once you sow his seed, you don't need to keep around. Now that he has gone, we have to accept that God has taken him. For us, we shall continue doing what he has told us to do, and we shall continue doing that. This is Dr. Magoro, John Faith, Member of Parliament, Bungo for North, and Secretary General of the Bugisu Parliamentary Group.
My name is Chigai Moses Somoto, the former RDC in Apaka District. We are here to join the mourners on behalf of Bugisu and the country. We have lost a pillar and we have lost an elder. In the names of late Felix Muloni, who is the husband to a member of Parliament and a former minister. It is very, very unfortunate. But as a community from Bugisu and as a country, we really want to appreciate his contribution he made while he was still alive. I want to appeal to all mourners and all Ugandans that where do you have life, where do you have the position, private or public, you must work for legacy. We shall miss him as Bugisu, we shall miss him as a country for the contribution he made.
Thank you.